Hello, stations. Hello, all stations. Hello, all stations. Good evening. This is W1HQL for the W4 SVI Everglades Amateur Radios Club's weekly informational net. Purpose of this net is to gather club members and other radio operators to talk about ham-related stuff, get on the air, chat, have a good time. All radio amateurs are invited to participate in this net. You don't need to be a member of the club to check into the net either. This net will operate on this frequency at 7:30 every Tuesday evening at with the what was I saying? The frequency. What the heck are we? 4800. Oh my goodness, with the PL of 94.8. As always, we will yield the net to and or the frequency to emergency or priority traffic at any time if needed. The Everglades Amateur Radio Club is an ARRL Special Services Club. We do offer ham licensing testing, yearly field day operations, and other ham-related activities. Our club is associated with the City of Homestead's Emergency Operations Center, the American Red Cross, and Miami-Dade Racing Areas, and will assist in emergency communications support. Regular club meetings occur the second Friday of each month, so Week Friday, folks, Week Friday, over at the John D. Campbell Agricultural Center at 18710 Southwest 288th Street. Again, my name is Steve. Call sign here is W1HQL. I'm located in the fine city of Homestead. So let's get started and take some check-ins.
This is November 4, Charlie Juliet Golf, with traffic.
Okay, November 4, Charlie Juliet Golf. Go ahead with your traffic, sir.
I have a question. Is there an HF net that you guys do?
All right, did you say a test net?
No, HF net.
No, but I'm glad you brought that up, because on the agenda this evening, I have it written down here, let's try 10 meters after the net. So I might as well, let me just make the next announcement then. What I would like to try to do is spend 30 minutes after this net, so from 8 to 8:30, and with anybody's choice, I just picked 10 meters to start off with, but anybody's choice, we can go over to that particular band and work it and see if we can get some check-ins on the HF. So I'm glad you brought that up. That was excellent. You and I are on the same page.
Well, thank you. Right now I can only do 10 and 20. My attic antenna doesn't tune beyond that.
All right. Well, stick around. My intention is to go over the 28-400, 10 meters, 28-400 sideband, and let's see what we can do.
Perfect. I'll be listening.
All right, copy that. All right, any additional check-ins?
Kilo 4, Hotel Golf Zulu, Aleman. I have traffic.
All right, Aleman, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to know if you had any word of any type of reoccurring CERT training for certification coming up for this month.
Well, you and I are on the same page. I spoke to Jessica Sandoval with the county, and she is looking into that. Actually, she provided me with the list of names of all the folks that are down here in Homestead that are CERT certified. I'm going to be reaching out to them and try to get a meeting with those folks. But as far as training, you can also go over to Florida CERT, S-E-R-T. And they have a list of all the training that's available throughout the state of Florida. There's nothing as of at least Friday last week that I knew was coming up locally. I don't know if I have your email address. If you want to give it to me, go ahead. And what I can do is research it more for you.
Yeah, I'm already a member of Miami-Dade Cares, and I get all your emails and your updates, and I've been monitoring everything that's been going on.
All right, I'm making a note now. I'll research it tomorrow and give you a better answer. But as of Friday, there wasn't anything that I saw locally, okay?
Okay, Steve, thank you very much. K4HUZ, standing by.
We're having some great activity on the net. Okay, let's continue on with the check-ins.
Alpha Kilo Fox Uniform. Steve, this is Frank in West Kendall. I have no traffic, sir.
Okay, Frank, Vice President, the Everglades Amateur Radio Club. Thanks for checking in, and looking forward to meeting up with everyone a week Friday. Proceed. Let's continue on and get some more check-ins.
Kilo India 4, Victor Echo Yankee, Lewis, West Dade, and I have the traffic.
No traffic in 73.
All right, Lewis, I got you. You won that one. Stand by with your traffic, and I'm guessing that may have been Kim.
QSL, thank you.
All right, Kim, we got you down in the log. Before we go with you, Lewis, I'm just going to reach out one more time to see if there's additional check-ins.
Kilo Golf 2, Charlie Sierra with a relay.
All right, Bill, Secretary of the Everglades Amateur Radio Club, and go with your relay.
All right, I'd also like to relay in Margarita, Kilo 4, Charlie Victor Whiskey, and the only traffic is I look forward to meeting up with everybody on 28400, KG2CS 73s.
73, thanks. Kilo India 4, Victor Echo Yankee. Lewis, go ahead with your traffic.
The first one is Kilo Bravo 4, Papa Hotel Valeriano. Second one is Kilo Charlie 4, Charlie Sierra Kilo, Eddie. Followed by Kilo November 4, Alpha Tango Zulu, Julian. Whiskey 4, Lima Charlie Mike Ramon. And the last one is Whiskey 4, Alpha Sierra, Alberto.
All right, I copied Kilo Bravo 4, Papa Hotel, Kilo Charlie 4, Charlie Sierra Kilo November 4, Alpha Tango Zulu, Whiskey 4, Lima Charlie Mike, and Whiskey 4, Alpha Sierra. Any corrections?
Nope, no corrections.
Roger that. Thanks, Lewis.
Whiskey.
Kilo Juliet 4, Whiskey. I got you down in the log. Any traffic?
Traffic, good evening all. Thank you.
Roger, thanks for checking in.
Kilo 4 Zulu, Romeo Hotel, Steve, West Kendall, no traffic. Good evening.
Charlie 4, Bravo Papa Jose Antonio, West Kendall, no traffic. Good evening.
Whiskey Alpha 4, Victor India Sierra, Tony North Miami, or should say Biscayne Park, no traffic.
Kilo November 4, Romeo Golf Foxtrot, Eric West Kendall, no traffic.
Okay, I got you, Steve. Kilo 4 Zulu Romeo Hotel. Kilo 4 Zulu Romeo Hotel. I also copied Whiskey Charlie 4 Bravo Papa. Whiskey Alpha 4 Victor India Sierra, and Kilo November 4 Romeo Golf Fox. All you guys came in 5 by 5. Thank you, sir.
Kilo November 4, Kilo Sierra Victor, Fred at Homestead, no traffic.
There he is. Hi, neighbor. Kilo November 4, Kilo Sierra Victor. Got you down, Fred. Loud and clear as usual.
Kilo 4, Uniform Tango Lima, Ron, South Miami, no traffic.
All right, Ron, you won that double. Kilo 4 Uniform Tango Lima. The other station, that's right? All right, another station I assumed attempted to check in. I did copy Kilo 4 Uniform Tango Lima. Is there another station I'm missing?
Steve, that was Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Julia Papa, Ron in the residence. Might be the other Ron.
Yep, I did. The Ron Squared. That was a Ron Squared double. So we got Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Julia Papa down also. And I did copy Kilo 4 Uniform Tango Lima. All right, Ron, thanks. I got you down loud and clear. All right, folks, the Weather Channel cites Old School Tech Amateur Radio as a storm resource. That's the title of the article that was put out about the Weather Channel, talking about, there was an interview going on. Julio Ripoll, WD4R, is the Amateur Radio Assistant Coordinator of WX4 NHC at the National Hurricane Center. And he explained amateur radio's role during severe weather stations to interviewers from the Weather Channel on a September 16th segment headlined Using Old School Tech During a Storm. Ripoll, who was seated at the WX4 NHC, he told the Weather Channel interviewers Rick Knapp and Mike Betts that information that the National Hurricane Center forecasters receive via amateur radio volunteers and spotters sometimes fill in gaps they can't get from satellites or reconnaissance. So amateur radio made the news again. I thought you may be interested. You're tuned into the W4 SVI's Everglades Amateur Radio Club net, and a reminder that we're going to extend the net an additional 30 minutes on HF. For those of you that have the capability of 10 meters, we will be switching over to 28.400 sideband. That's the upper sideband, 28.400. And we're just going to hang out there and take calls and chat and have some fun on HF. And we'll try a different band each week, or we'll stick on 10 meters, whatever the audience prefers. So it's going to be up to you, but I'll be offering that moving forward every week for 30 minutes after the net. So with that, any comments or suggestions about what we discussed so far, and we'll take some check-ins.
Actually, this is W1HL, this is KC4GE. I want to ask you a question. Maybe you can give me an idea. How in the world could I get a 10-meter van so I could be in there too? You got any idea of that? Don't tell me to buy it because I don't have the money right now. But give me an idea. Roger.
Well, nothing less than buying a radio. The only other thing you can do is find yourself a 10-meter stick and just wave it around, and maybe we'll be able to communicate. That's the only thing that you can do for 10 meters, man, unless you had the radio.
That's a good one, Steve. Sorry that I asked. That's all right. No, I really would like to give a 10-meter then. But eventually I will somehow. Thank you very much, Steve. I'm sorry to interrupt the frequency with that one. That was pretty funny.
All right, well, if you snoop around a bit, like at flea markets, things like that, CB radios, some folks have converted them so they've expanded the band to 10 meters. That was pretty popular way back when. So you may be able to find something like that pretty cheap.
Okay, very helpful. I really appreciate it, Steve. I won't disturb the net too much. You continue doing the net. You're doing excellent. I always said it. Always will. So you got me on your site and on everybody else's site. 73 gates for you. Stand by.
Well, Luciano, thank you for your input. That's what this net's all about. It's not just taking check-ins, but it's interaction with other amateur radio operators, and you're living up to that. So I appreciate you coming in here and talking to me and asking questions. And, if anybody else has answers for you, I'm sure they'll chime in, I hope. So with that, the next thing I wanted to note to you folks, especially the club members, that the Argent weather station that we discussed during the meeting has been ordered. We should be delivered sometime this week. And what I did find out from Robert and Ryan, our designers of the APRS system, it's not functioning correctly and needs to be repaired. Apparently there was some water incursion in that case that was up there. There must have been some driving wind, or there was a failure of the case, and it allowed water to get in and damage the tiny track, the mini TNC that allows us to put out the APRS signal and get us on the map, if you would. So I had to order one of those. That came in, and W4NTR is in possession of that now, and he's programming that little TNC so that it would operate as it should. And then when that Argent weather station comes in, it'll be turned over to W4NTR, and I can't remember Robert's new call sign, but that'll be turned over to them so they can start adapting the system to an outside box, and we'll get that thing operating soon. So we're looking forward to doing that. To tuned in to the W4SVI Everglades Amateur Radio Club. That call sign here is W1HQL, and we're taking check-ins.
Kilo Mike 4, Echo Hotel Lima, Ned in North Bay Village, no traffic.
Ned, good to hear you in there. Got you down. Kilo Mike 4, Echo Hotel Lima. Anybody else?
Good afternoon, Steve. This is Kilo November 4, Delta Hotel Whiskey, David in Doral, no traffic.
Signal from Doral, Kilo November 4, Delta Hotel Whiskey. We got you down, Dave. Thanks. Folks, another item that I wanted to bring up, it was just a passing thought, and, tell me what you think about it. We'll talk about it at the meeting. But I'd like the club to take on a project and building just one go box. And I'd like to reach out to the membership, even those that aren't a member and would like to attend the meeting. If you have any equipment that you'd like to donate, used equipment that you'd like to donate, in order to produce a Go kit, we're taking those donations. Just bring it into the meeting and let's compile the supplies. And while testing is going on, we can look at what we've gathered and come up with building our Go kit. It could be anything from just a simple box that we keep a couple of dual band radios in, solar chargers, batteries. And that's just the ground floor. We could even build a little mini repeater, using handhelds and things like that. So just something to think about. I just wanted to throw that out there. We'll be bringing it up at the meeting. It sounds like it might be a fun project, and we can all work together on that.
I ask you to talk about some of the things we need.
Anything that has to do with the Go kit. And what I mean by that, we don't have anything, basically. And we'll just start right from scratch. Boxes, cases, a J-pole antenna or the supplies to make a J-pole, the string, the rope to haul it up, coax, connectors, radios, handheld radios, brackets and hardware. Whatever we can come up with that could actually put together a Go kit and something that we can keep at the club.
Understood. Okay. I do have some items.
All right, cool. Folks, the ARRL sets Facebook Live event for collegiate amateur radio clubs. This notification came out just recently on the ARRL, and some of you that are involved in academia may be interested in this. Not necessarily just academia, but let me give you the event, and if you're interested, you can tune into Facebook because it will be a live event that will be occurring on October 16th. And it reads as follows. The ARRL is inviting campus radio clubs to join a live Facebook event on Wednesday, October 16 at 6:30 p.m. That's Pacific Daylight Time, 7:30 p.m. Mountain, 8:30 p.m. Central, and 9:30 p.m. Eastern. The University of Arizona Amateur Radio Club, call sign K7UAC, is hosting the event. ARRL staff member Bob Inderbitson, November Quebec 1 Romeo, and students from the radio club will discuss topics involving amateur radio clubs and colleges and universities, including how to recruit student members, popular activities for campus radio clubs, and amateur radio as a springboard for career connections, networking, and practical experience. Your ideas and questions are welcome, and student radio club members and advisors may participate. This event will stream live on the ARRL Collegiate Amateur Radio Initiative, or CARI, Facebook group. That's the Collegiate Amateur Radio Initiative, CARI, Charlie Alpha Romeo India Facebook group, where collegiate radio clubs may share information, techniques, and resources. The ARRL Collegiate Amateur Radio Initiative is sponsored in part by the W1YSM Sydney, Family Collegiate Amateur Radio Endowment Fund. Wow. So, if you need me to repeat that, I will. But again, October 16th, 9:30 our time in the evening. Tune in to the live Facebook event sponsored by the University of Arizona Amateur Radio Club. If you need any fill on that, just let me know. You're listening to the W4SVI Everglades Amateur Radio Club net. The call sign here is W1HQL and taking check-ins.
Kilo Alpha 4 Alpha Mike Romeo, KA4 AMR, no traffic.
Hey, Harold. Good evening. Got you down. Also, I'm not too sure if you tuned in late, but earlier we mentioned that the 30 minutes after the net from 8 to 8:30, we're going to switch over to 10 meters, 28,400 sideband, and just hang out there for a while and take check-ins and just chat.
Yeah, I heard that. The only thing is this week my station is down, but next week I plan to get back up, so hopefully I'll be able to join in with you guys.
Sounds like a plan. Everything okay over there? Is it just routine maintenance?
Upgrading my system to a rack like George has got, so got more room in the shack, and so moving equipment around to make it more efficient.
Is it one of those stand-up racks, for computer components?
QSL, yes. It's freed up a lot of space in my shack instead of it all being scattered all over. It's all in one place, and it's a lot easier to manage equipment and control it.
I got one in my shack also, and what a major space saver. I got the computers, the switch, printer, power supplies, the radio, SWR meters, tuner, and all that good stuff all on the rack. And it's nice, it leaves the desk wide open.
Well, if you ever been to his QTH and see how George has it set up, it's like the premier way of doing things. So it's like if you see the way he does his, you never want to change.
I understand it. Yeah, so he ought to write a little article about his shack. It'd be interesting. I bet you he could get that published on the ARRL.
It might be an interesting thought. We could give it a try.
Yeah, chat with him about it. You know what? If he's interested, there may be some talented folks that are in the club that are good at authoring something like that. Take some photos, write up a nice article, and get that published in QST.
That's a good idea. When I talk to him next, I'll run it by him and see what he says.
All right, excellent. All right, Harold, appreciate it. Thanks, and hopefully we can work some HF next week on Tuesday.
Yeah, Roger, what capabilities do you have on HF? Can you only do 10 meters, or can you do all bands?
Yeah, I'm good for all.
Okay, well, my limitation will be I can do 40 through 10, even 6 meters, so that will be where I have to draw the line. I don't have an 80-meter antenna.
Yeah, well, 160 is out of the question because that's just ridiculous to even try it. But 80 meters, I've got a 40-meter off-center fed. It toots up on 80 meters, but, I can do, I'm guessing, and not guessing, I've talked to North Florida often on their net in the evening. So 80 meters isn't too bad.
Yeah, Roger, you're not too far from me. I think we've talked on HF before.
Yeah, we have. And, it'd be cool, I also want to try eventually, I want to do some sideband on VHF, maybe head over to, somewhere in the 140 bracket, like 144, 500 or something like that, and try some VHF sideband.
I would love to do that too. I just got to tune my antenna up because I have a SWR problem, but eventually I'll get that rectified too.
Very good. Yeah, baby steps, man. Just take your time with it. That's what's fun about this hobby. It doesn't go away. It just stays there, and there's always something to do. I can't see why anybody would ever get bored in this hobby.
Roger. So yeah, later on maybe we can discuss NVIS again.
Yeah, good topic to bring up. Maybe I'll do that at the next meeting. And on the net.
Yeah, the thing I hear that the Melbourne Hamfest is this week, next week where the meeting would be, so some people may be out of town.
Copy. Yeah, that's right. I heard about that, so maybe some of the folks will be heading up to Melbourne.
Roger, I won't keep you, let you continue on with the net and get as many check-ins as you can.
All right, Howard, appreciate it. Thanks. All right, folks, we've just got a couple of minutes left. Call sign here is W1HQL, and you're tuned into the W4SVI Everglades Amateur Radio Club net. And is there anybody else that'd like to check in at this time?
This is Kilo Mike 4 Juliet Alpha Tango, Bob in the mobile, no traffic.
This is Ralu.
Kilo Mike 4 Juliet Alpha Tango, got you, Bob. Where are you?
Turnpike by Kendall Regional Hospital.
Okay, Roger, coming in loud and clear. I have another check-in up there. Nothing heard. Okay, we'll call that a wrap, folks. Hopefully, we had a good turnout with check-ins, and hopefully you enjoyed the net and some of the information that was provided. And for those of you that are still listening, we're going to be heading over to 10 meters sideband, upper sideband, 28,400, and we'll be hanging out there for about a half an hour for folks that just want to try some HF, exercise their radios. Instead of just working VHF and UHF locally, we can try some HF. We'll be doing that moving forward on the nets, spending 30 minutes after the net and trying out different bands. All right, folks, we'll catch you later, 7-3, same time, same place, same station, and we're QSY to 28,400.
Net control.
Go ahead.
Can you repeat the frequency in 10 meters, please?
Repeat that?
Can you repeat the frequency in 10 meters, please?
Sure, no problem. 28.400. 28,400.
Thank you so much. 73.
73.
W1HQL, this is November 4, Charlie Julia Golf.
QR's at the station looking for W1HQL.
Yeah, we're supposed to go after the meeting to 28,400, but I don't hear anybody.
Yeah, well, the thing is, maybe you're too far away. What's your QTH?
8th Street at 137.
Yeah, you might be too far north to pick them up because, sometimes HF don't go that far unless you're pretty far apart. So you got to be like 8 to 10 miles sometimes to pick up people locally on HF.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, well, I'll stay listening just in case anybody can relay or just to try it out. All right, N4CJT, QSY.
Yeah, Roger. In the future, I guess I'll have to talk to Steve about suggesting that they also do VHF link also.
Do you think any other HF band will work better?
Not really, because you're working, on the ground wave part of it. They don't work that great, so the problem when you're working on those frequencies, most people got, just dipole antennas, so you're basically 5 to 10 miles. You might get lucky if you get 15, but I doubt you're going to be pushing too far.
Yeah, no, I have just an unfed in the attic, so I don't think, I was able to hit Brazil, but I can't hit Homestead, though.
Yeah, your antenna, since your antenna's compromised, it's not that great, you have a really hard time.
All right, man. Well, nice talking to you, and yeah, I'll just be monitor. N4CJG.
One last question. Is your antenna horizontally or vertically polarized?
It's an unfed wire. It's just laying down on the attic. It's horizontal.
Yeah, okay. If you're vertically polarized, it's even worse because when you're not polarized in the same orientation, you lose so many dB of signal just to start with.
Hey, what's your call sign again? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Kilo, Alpha 4, Alpha Mike Romeo, K4MR.
Great, well, nice to meet you. Yeah, I mean, it's what I was able to get. I'm actually going to set up a dipole, which I think is going to work better. I'm going to use two 40-80-meter coils and two 20-meter hamsticks, and I think that should at least will be balanced, and it should work a little bit better.
See, if you got one of those neighborhoods that you can't put up antennas, you can do a sneak antenna with very thin copper wire, you know?
It's one about the space. I mean, eventually I want to put a tower. There's not the means now for a few grand for a tower, so, I'm just using the attic for now.
Okay, well, take care. Well, by the way, what your name is?
My name is Carlos.
Say again what your name, please, station?
Yeah, my name is Carlos.
Okay, Carlos, name is Harold here. Hotel Alpha Romeo Lima Delta.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go QSY, take care of the kids, this bath time and all that kind of stuff. And for CJT QSY.
Okay, 73 is K4 mark clear.